or Minecraft on a Saturday morning. Hell yeah! But anyway, that's cringe. But anyway, guys, we are back in the theme park world of OPG Lands. I haven't actually come up with a name for the actual theme park yet, but in today's episode we shall be doing a couple of things. So my main goal today is to actually start designing our first roller coaster, which shall be going from the park entrance area and practically shall be completely blocked off. I can't see where I'm going, so if I helping options, if I set my own game mode to survival and kill myself, it should spawn me back in the lands, which it has, which is great. So main goal for today is to actually start the building process. So how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, we are actually going to be wanting to put up some blue construction walls. Doesn't have to be that high. But practically what's going to go on is this is actually going to head all the way over the pixel art pathway as well, guys. So now in my last stream, two of my viewers, Jacob and Mini Plays, asked me what RS stands for and RT stands for. RS is going to be the station and queue, and basically where the ride actually starts, and RT is ride track. So let me have a look. So it goes across to here or something like that, and then up. Is that right? Does it have a free gap then? Yes. So what I'm going to be wanting to do is actually rebuild everything that I have destroyed, because the actual ride's first lift hill shall actually be within the land. It shall actually be within the entrance. So what I'm also going to have to do is I'm going to have to put the exact same over the other side, but we'll get round to that. And there we have it. So practically the first job of the day in the game is to set up a little area. So obviously, as I said, this is going to be the lift hill. It shall go over guest services, the entrance and exit ticket fortes, which have still got to be built. We actually do need to make a to-do list for the series. In fact, what I'm actually going to go ahead and do right now is type up a to-do list on Microsoft Word on my laptop right in front of me. So what I shall do, whilst you guys are actually waiting for me to do this, caps lock on, MC theme park to-do list, entrance, exit to park, ticket, booth, areas, first roller coaster, aka And that's all we've got so far. That's all we actually need to do. Shout out to Non-Copyright Sounds for providing non-copyright songs for YouTubers like myself to use in time lapses and standard videos where we're not really talking, where we need to concentrate, which is practically every video of mine. And plus they are banging tunes. Alright, let's carry on with building the construction walls. Also with this, guys, the actual land that we've set out for the ride station is perfect, because where we've got that little stretch of land by the actual entrance section will actually be the queue lines, which is actually great. Okay, and now we have the area for our actual theme park. So, in all fairness, we can actually remove the RS now. Okay, what's actually going to be the theming of the building that we're going to have the entrance in? I reckon we should just use bricks, because I've not really used bricks in these worlds before, so it'll be a new experience in all fairness. So this way before, I'll never forget this day. Right, there we have it. So, station-wise, it's literally going to be your bog standard station build, which is literally just going to be a massive square. Or rectangle, depending on how you look at it. So the way I like to do things is by marking things with red and green. So if it's the exit hole for the actual riders, so again, we mark this section with green. Build a wall. And then we mark this section with red. So that's pretty much how we build our stations. So let's actually start building upwards with our station. Because don't forget we're one level deep. Okay, so what I mean by that is basically we're just marking out the actual lay of the station. So probably split the station in two. But there. And again there. Oh no. Probably split it there. Then have that as the cart return. Move this forward. Have this going that way. And have the loading bay right there, so. Right, this is going to be a very weird kind of building. So what I'm actually going to do for now is instead of carry on marking it out after the half section, we are actually going to start building the actual building up. Obvious reasons, I've got to have this section as glass, which will then also continue over to this section, which will be 3 glass blocks high, because this is going to be the ride host area, well, the ride operators.
With each beat of the music is bringing
So this is how, right, I'm actually giving you guys an insight of how I design each and every roller coaster station. I know you guys see it pretty much every time I've ever built a roller coaster, but this is actually like a full-on, like step-by-step tutorial kind of thing on my thought process behind how I do it. And it kind of comes in on how, like, and why I love my roller coaster so much. And in all fairness, queue line can go back behind this wall and actually enter the actual station complex right there. So then, in all fairness, we don't actually need this wall here. Yeah, so this is how I design most of my stations. As you probably saw via the actual station of the boat ride, the boat race, we don't want to fill in at the moment, however. Thing is, also with the station, we've got to think about electronic configuration kind of thing. Like, because each station has a lot of redstone wiring that cannot be linked together. So in all fairness, we don't actually need this section either. Problem I've just run into is where the bloody hell is the coaster actually going to come in from? Frick. Ah, no, 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 and no. We can't design the station until we've actually got the coaster, so if I clear out everything in here, like, I've actually got to find out how, where and what I'm doing with the coaster first. So if I actually just fill in all the walls, like, of the actual station here, like so, get rid of all the gaps, and, like, forget about the queue lines for now. We actually need to design the actual coaster first before we can move on to the logistics and actual setup of the station, because we don't want it all crammed into one area. So we can actually get rid of practically everything we've just practically put in or have on our inventory. Now, the flooring. Yes, the flooring. We're going to use a smooth sandstone for the actual flooring. And pretty much what we've got to set up is the finish zone. So in all fairness, this right here that I've actually built could actually be where we finish, like the finishing point. So I'll actually set up a beacon. So that I know where I'm going to. So as you just seen, and then from there it can actually come in from here, like around there. So now that we've kind of established where we want it to end, that makes our life a lot easier. However, we've still actually got to sort out like the mechanics of the actual coaster and how we are going to set it up fully. So if we're having it come in from there, right, we may actually need to reset this and have the exit right there. And have the entrance stays the same, but the exit moves. That's actually a better idea than what I was originally gonna do. Simply because then, if we have the entrance and exit side by side, and then we can clog up this hole, we can then have the riders come in, right, have this, like, dismount there, right, now, because we need it separated, so if I actually reset what I've just done, and redo it, then hold on, so we have that come through there, we have the guest, hold on, because this actually needs to be a free space, like 1x3 space kind of situation. If we have this clogged off, right, we can have the dismount procedure about here, have the exit kind of thing. Hold on, let me reposition the beacon actually. We could have the dismount here, have it going round, going into here, so this needs to go up. Then have it going like underground. Kind of. And have it kind of like coming out over this end. If you know what I mean. So what I'm gonna actually try to do is, because we've got this land here, so if I dig, oh no we can't because of the redstone there. Where isn't there actually redstone? How about we keep the guests on the exact same level as they are, but have like the tunnel here. Then let's get rid of this section, keep this as the free as I said up until that point, and have that there, for the minecart. So let me just try and configure this with the activator rail and powered rail situation. So practically what would need to happen is it come in, go up to here, have that there, then have a standard rail taking it through to here. So as I said, yeah, it comes in from there. We actually need the detector rail as well. Redstone torch. Detector rail, activator rail. So let me have a look at this. So now, if I go and grab myself a minecart and say I'm coming up to the end of the ride, hold on, let me actually plonk it down. Which one's the one that actually kicks me off? So it'd be the activator rail. Okay, so that's actually great. And then instead of it going all the way round, just goes straight in there. Bada bing, bada boom. And then what you have now is the entrance right there, like the actual entrance gate section. No, so then you'd want it launching the other way. To a unless what I could do is bring the alright, so then in all fairness, what we could actually do is have it go under the floor, to then keep going under. It's going to be a nightmare to actually wire it round. To then where the actual, to where it can actually come up. Through the floor. To a powered rail which is right there. And then have that there, blocking it off, get the flooring back again. Yeah, this is actually going to be a logistical nightmare to actually redstone. Unless I do it backwards to how I normally do it. In fact, if I could I? Yeah, I can. So that'd be great. Right. So then, what I'd probably need to do for the actual redstone wiring for the launch sequence is easy enough, and like for the gates it's going to be kind of a little bit hard in all fairness, but with it what we can actually do now though is no, this is all useless. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of everything, deleting it all, and we're going to actually restart the stream. So thanks for watching, be back in a minute.